if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, baby, you'll get...
Hello everyone, welcome back to Lumine Kpop, a place where stories about stars aren't just information but experiences. A place where every word is woven with heart, and every moment feels closer than reality. Today, we're going to talk about a story that's been unfolding quietly, but its power is felt all the way to the ends of the earth. This isn't just a story about music, nor is it just a news story from the industry. This is the beginning of a major transition. And at the center of it all is a young man, who has been lighting up millions of hearts. A young man named Jungkook.
You don't ever wanna set me free.
Jungkook isn't just an artist. For many, he's a hope, an inspiration, and even a silent healer in a life that's not always kind. Since he was a teenager, he stood before the world, delivering songs full of emotion and unmatched performances. He's BTS's golden Maknae, a figure who's grown before our eyes from a quiet kid who just wanted to sing to a global icon known on every continent. His vocals are a mix of power and tenderness. His moves on stage aren't just dances, they're body language from his soul. And underneath it all, he held something that not many people have: sincerity. But even the brightest stars can't stay in the same orbit forever. Time marches on, and just when the world thought everything would stay the same as Jungkook enlisted, the universe had other plans. An ordinary morning turned into a storm of information. It all started with a single photo. Blurry, not very clear, but enough to make the world wonder, what's really going on? A young man was seen exiting a luxurious building in Beverly Hills. Beside him, an executive in an expensive suit and sunglasses. The building was no ordinary place. It was the headquarters of Universal Music Group, one of the biggest labels in the world. And what made fans' hearts beat faster was a small object on the man's wrist. A silver bracelet. It had become a silent icon of Jungkook. The bracelet was his. Or could it be someone else's? But armies weren't fooled so easily. They knew every detail about their idol. And in less than 24 hours, the online world was on fire. Twitter, TikTok, Reddit, Korean forums, American blogs, they were all talking about the same thing. Was Jungkook really there? What's going on? Is this a business meeting? Is this the beginning of something bigger? And as speculation mounts, one truth slowly emerges from the rumors and observations. This is no ordinary meeting. This is a strategic approach. The world's biggest music label is knocking on the door of a young Korean who has proven himself not only as part of the world's most successful group, but also as an individual force that cannot be ignored. And they didn't come empty-handed. According to industry sources, at least 3 major American music labels have made offers to sign Jungkook under their wing. Offers that aren't just big, they're downright revolutionary. They're said to be offering an exclusive contract worth $30 million up front, 3 solo albums, full ownership of the work, freedom to choose lyrics, concepts, and even his own creative team. No daily choreography pressure, no forced concepts, no mandated hairstyles, clothing colors, or images to uphold. Just him, as himself, raw, honest, as he is. A freedom that many artists in the industry's cutthroat system can only dream of.
Got me coming back for more, even when I've been screwed. Dolls full of pins.
On the other side of the world, however, in Seoul at HYBE's headquarters, a very different mood is brewing. When the public is silent, it doesn't mean the company is silent. Behind glass walls and silent corridors, an unacknowledged panic is beginning to emerge. Snap meetings are being held in the middle of the night. Legal teams are being asked to review old contracts. PR departments are keeping all doors of information firmly closed. Because if the rumors are true, then HYBE is facing its biggest threat yet. A threat not from the outside, but from within. From the figure they've built, nurtured, and been proud of, who has now grown into something too big to control. And here's where the big dilemma comes in. For HYBE, Jungkook is part of the foundation of their empire. He was trained, raised, and made a star under their banner. But they've forgotten that true stars don't live in just one sky. Jungkook is now a global brand. He's no longer just a member of BTS. He is Jungkook, someone who can sell out stadiums, break streaming records, and bring the world to a standstill with just one Instagram post. Trivi knows, if he truly chooses to go independent even partially, then the world will see that Korean artists don't need the old system to succeed. They can fly on their own. And that's the scariest thing for a system that's so used to being in control. Among armies themselves, emotions are mixed. Some are proud. Let him fly. He deserves it. He's given so much to the world. Now it's time for him to take control of his own life and career. But there are also those who fear. If he really leaves, will BTS still come back like they used to? Is the dream of a full group comeback just a pipe dream? 'Cause for many fans, BTS is more than just an idol group. They are a home. They are a family. And when one of that family members goes too far, even professionally, the house feels incomplete. But ARMY also knows one thing: Jungkook never acts rashly. Everything is a strategy. He's been secretly preparing for this. His solo debut, his Spotify success, his global collaborations, his incredible achievements in a short time, they're all pieces of a larger puzzle that is now coming together. This isn't a fluke. This isn't rebellion. This is a long-term plan. This is a young man who has lived his entire life in the spotlight and now wants to choose his own light. He doesn't want to be just part of the system. He wants to be the system itself. This time, neither Jungkook nor HYBE have made any official statements. There's been no confirmation, just silence. But that silence speaks. In a world where every bit of information leaks out in seconds, silence is a sign that something big is brewing. Perhaps behind the closed doors of his studio, a new contract is being read. Perhaps between the lines of lyrics he wrote during his military break lies a decision that will change the future of the global music industry. And when that day comes, whether it's an official statement, a music video, or a world tour announcement, one thing is for sure: the world will stop. Not to wonder, but to listen. Because it won't just be an artist who will speak. It will be a young legend who has carved out his own path and is now ready to take the next step. This isn't just a story about a contract. It's a story of courage, of freedom, of the evolution of a star who has finally chosen to shine on his own terms. And when he does, we will all see how one Jungkook will rewrite the map of the world of music. With one voice, one vision, one name, Jeon Jungkook.
Gaslighting and confusing. Was it me?